What's the deal? You already know who it is. It's y'all favorite auntie Pooh. You already know I'm coming to y'all with another banger. I know y'all like auntie. You switch from the blind though. Actually, my daughter just dyed my wig a different color, so I gotta see what she did. You feel me? Shit is crazy, but it's all good. You already know. But anyway, I hope y'all having a wonderful day. I hope y'all doing what y'all need to do. Like I said, we healing and moving on. Get some water in me. You feel me? But like, we healing and moving on. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting here stuck in a rut, depressed. Like we done been depressed, like we have mastered. We clearly need to do something else. You feel me? Because like at the end of the day, where have depression got you? Stuck in your brain, got you thinking about the same thing that you have no control over and over and over again. It's just the sickness. It is a mind control. Look, you gotta start believing like I do. It's not a real thing. Yeah, look, you gotta always remember this. Everybody in life damn near go through the same thing. Some of us probably just been through essay and violation and manipulation, and some of us, our parents, we didn't feel love, and it's all kind of things. But guess what? Everybody around the world, baby, it's always somebody that can relate to you. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. Look, I keep telling you, sometimes you got to be hurt by people just to understand what this life really is about. You understand? Because imagine you went through your life and you never been hurt, and one day you just experienced seeing death. You never knew nothing about it. You're confused. You understand? Sometimes you got to understand. We get exposed to things early because it's meant for us to know so we can carry on. It's okay. We got to live to pass away. That's how life go. So what we do is we live our best life while we here. When we gone, we ain't gonna know. Ain't no point of harping on that. If we need more money, we got to figure out how to get more money. You understand what I'm saying? If we need a better lifestyle, we got to figure out how to get this better lifestyle. We can't be waiting on nobody. We can't be dependent on nobody but us. You understand? Like we need all our stuff while we here. You understand what I'm saying? Look, we gonna go through it. The ups and downs, the smiles and frowns, all that. We gonna go through all that. But baby, guess what? We gonna get through it and we gonna keep on pushing. At the end of the day, I ain't perfect. Y'all know I'm not hella spiritual. I'm not nothing. I ain't nobody. But I'm gonna tell you something. I keep telling y'all, I'm somebody that put herself through a whole bunch of just self infliction pain and not taking accountability. Did I just spit? Lord, mouth wet. But anyway, to where I can tell y'all, hey, if you thinking about doing this, baby, just talk to me because I done did it for you. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, it's the same scam. Just different people. You understand? You just got to learn how to cut people out your life. Stop giving people so many chances and chances. Like people be really showing you who they is, and y'all be trying to make them be somebody else. That doesn't make sense. Accept what it is. Stop living in the false reality and come back to the real reality of what life really is. And life is what? Ups and downs, smiles and frowns, and you better get what you can get up out of it. Straight up. That's it, and that's all. We got to stop trauma bonding. All that. Oh, I think he was such a good person. He came in my life when my mom died, my father passed away. That's a scam. Oh, like, hey, he went through stuff. My mama went there. His mama went there. Yeah, but he was raised different. He ain't built like you. You understand? You got to want more for yourself. We got to stop being so easily swindled by any little thing. Oh, they call me every day. Baby, they don't have nothing to do. They don't have no job. They ain't got nothing to do. You understand? All right, now let's get into the story. All right, so like I said, we're downstairs and it is cracking. Baby, it is cracking. I'm talking about, baby, it is a whole session of like, like when some of y'all was side chicks, and that lady husband used to come over y'all house, and that lady husband used to come over there, and y'all used to cook y'all best meal, put on y'all best piece of lingerie, you feel me? And give him the best sloppy toppy and the best, saying coochie of the world because Like you just wanted that man, girl. You love that man. And some of y'all got kids by these ladies, husbands and men, that type of loving is going down. And like I said, we was getting it in, but my dude is wearing some new. I'm into her because I'm just like in my mind, I'm on some real like, ooh, I just gorilla this situation. Like in my mind, this is what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, yes. But then in my mind, I'm like, I ain't shit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just around here swapping. You feel me? But it's all good. We cracking, we cracking. Next thing I know, I hear somebody beating on the window. Like, what the fuck? And I hear somebody say, I know you ain't in there doing that. What is you in there doing? What is you in there doing? So we look, right? Because the window ain't all the way closed, but it's, you know what I'm saying? It's late night. Ain't nobody supposed to be paying attention. Like, these are houses. Baby, walk past. You get what I'm saying? And you gotta be like all up on the window to really see what we doing, because you probably had about maybe about this much space. But if you driving past or walking past, you can't see what we doing until you get up on the window. And so I hear, get your ass up, open the door, open the door, open the door. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? I automatically look at him. Like, what? Who the fuck is this? He was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. And I'm automatically on him, like, yes, the fuck you do. Who the fuck at this motherfucking door? Because I'm about to open it. He's like, I don't give a fuck if you open the door. He like, let me put my clothes on. So I grab my thing, I put it on. I go to the door. I'm like, who you here for? She like, excuse me. I'm like, nah, ain't no motherfucking excuse me. I'm like, you better back the fuck up. So she tried to bogart her way through the door. So I pushed her like, back the fuck up, bitch. Like, what the fuck you here for, right? And I look and I see the car. And when I see the car, I'm like, I seen this car, but I couldn't process it at the time, right? So he comes to the door like, bitch, who is you at my motherfucking door? And then he looked, he like, the fuck? It was his homeboy car. Why did his homeboy bring her mama? I didn't even pay attention that she went to the bathroom, which I did, but I'm thinking, hell, she don't know what's going on. Like, you feel me? The mama like, tell her to come up out of here. Tell her to come up out of here. I'm like, man, check this out. You can kill all that motherfucking noise in front of his house. I'm like, you can kill all that. Like, you need to calm the fuck down. I'm like, you mad your daughter having sex? She grown. You mad? Like, what you mad for? She having a good time? Like, what? Like, calm down. She like, this my daughter. Let me talk to her. I said, but you in front of my nigga house. So either you go calm the fuck down, or we can handle it however the fuck you want to handle it, right? So next thing I know, I look up. He done went over there by his homeboy car, right? He like, you a bitch ass nigga. His homeboy like, man, I love her. Like, how could you do this to me? He like, man, fuck you, you bitch ass nigga. He like, you already know what's gonna happen. He walk away. He like, for real, you gonna do that to me? You gonna do that to me? He like, you a bitch ass nigga. Like, for real? For real? That's what you own? That's what you own? He like, nigga, you gonna go get her motherfucking mama and bring her to my motherfucking house? So he come in the door, he slamming the door. So oh girl, he like, hey, what you finna do? She like, man, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not talking to her. She like, I don't live with her. I don't owe her nothing. It's nothing, right? He going by what she say. I go back to the door like, man, she don't want to talk to you. By the end, she didn't calm down a little bit. She like, well, can I just talk to you? I step outside, I close the door. I'm like, what's up? She like, what's going on? I'm like, what's what you mean? What's going on? I'm like, what's going on? Your daughter thought she was fucking with a boss and she came to the boss. That's it and that's all. Ain't nobody holding your daughter captive. Your daughter can leave anytime she want. She's not nothing to be kept over here. We just having fun. She like, oh, so that's what you do? Your man just let you have fun? No, she said, your man, you just let him do what he want to do. I said, first of all, I said, my man ain't touched your motherfucking daughter. Your daughter for my pleasure. My pleasure only. My nigga ain't even checking for your daughter. My nigga like a certain breed and she ain't it. She like, what? What? I'm like, look. You ain't finna keep loud talking me. So you wanna come inside and talk like adults? She like, yeah. When she walked past me, I'm like, damn. Her mama had like, y'all know that. Oh, like I got an auntie booty, cause it's big. It said hi. Yeah, I got an auntie booty. But she had the original auntie booty. Like she was small waist, like double cheeked up, like ooh. So when she walked past, I was like, damn, right? Hey, oh, I was walking in. She was like, "Oh, this is a nice place." He was like, "Thank you." She was like, "I know she ain't gonna come out." She was like, "My approach was wrong." She was like, "I just didn't know what's going on." I said, "Look, it's just really like this, man. I don't really know your daughter like that. I don't think your daughter no hoe and no rat or anything like that." I said, "It ain't like that." You know what I'm talking about? I was like, we was just drinking, having fun. It wasn't nothing. I'm like, you know what I'm talking about? Whoa. So she went by the door talking to her daughter. She was like, "Look, I'm not mad at you. He just had me thinking something else. So I came over here on 10. I apologize." Whoa, whoa. So I'm looking at the mama like, okay, well. So I see she kind of hyped up. But I see she keep looking at the table. You know what I'm talking about? She keep putting her eye on my toy. And I'm just like, I'm catching it. So I'm like, would you like to have a drink? She like, yeah, I need one. I'm like, all right. I'm like, come in the kitchen. I'm making her a drink. She get the drink. Her daughter come out like, look, I ain't finna be hiding from you. I'm grown. I'm not going nowhere. Her mama like, I understand. You know what I'm saying? So me being me, I'm like, if the daughter about money, where she get it from? Right? This is what I'm thinking. I go upstairs. I grab a bag. I come back downstairs. I tell the daughter, I say, you know what? I apologize. You know what I'm saying? All this thing transpired. I go in the bag, I grab some money and I gave it to him. Right? I'm like, here you go. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, it's all good. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You have a good day. Whatever. You can go ahead with your moms. You know what I'm saying? We're going to leave it alone. She was like, I ain't going nowhere. I was like, nah, it's good. I'm like, because we got some shit to do later. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, so you can go on upstairs and get your stuff. It's good. She's like, okay. She go get her stuff. Her mom, I ain't liking this, but I understand, well, I'm like, yeah, it's all good. I'm like, it's your daughter. You got a right to come, I'm talking about, look after her, check up on her, see what's going on. She was like, but I can't believe this bitch ass nigga. Cause like by the end, moms they had a drink. She loosened up. Like I said, we had more conversation than like, this ain't what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? This nigga outside crying. And I'm telling babe, like, don't do nothing to him. He like, man, I ain't gonna touch this whole ass nigga. This nigga outside crying. You know what I'm saying? So my nigga tell her, like, man, look, go back over there to my babe. I'm gonna give you a couple of more hundred. Just go be nice to this pussy ass nigga. Like, he know too much. I can't even, what I'm talking about? I gotta move some shit around before I even, like, touch this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I promise I got it. She get dressed, she go outside. Within, like, 2 minutes, we looking out the window. This nigga hugging on her, kissing on her, all that. We just laughing. You feel me? So we tell her mom, she's like, you know what I'm talking about? I tell her mom, like, hey, sorry for your inconvenience. I go a couple of hundred for you. I'm like, you had you a good day. She like, no, no. I'm like, go ahead and take it. I'm like, it's all good. You know what I'm talking about? She like, I'm sorry I came over here and disrespected y'all with you. I was like, shit. I'm like, I'm sorry I ain't have you instead of your daughter. She was like, "You so silly." I was like, "Am I?" She was like, I was like, what? I was like, I seen the way you was looking at my table, and I seen the way you was looking at my nigga. I'm like, so am I off? Was I wrong? She was like, no, because it's just on the table. I was like, oh, I said, but what about you looking at my nigga? She was like, I mean, he handsome. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm like, I know. I said, but you came over here making a ruckus. Now you're looking at my toys. You looking at my nigga, so I'm just saying. She was like, I'm too old. I'm like, you ain't never too old to get fucked. And I was like, you look like you ain't been fucked good in a long time. She was like, you just got through messing with my daughter. I said, look, man, I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. You can take it how you want to. I'm just talking. She like, I'm like, all right. So my nigga was like, well, all right then. You have a good day. She was like, all right. But when he walked past her, he slapped her on the ass. Boom. When he slapped her on the ass, I kind of look at him like, motherfucker, but he looked at me and winked and went upstairs. And the way that bitch gasped, like, she was like, all right, well, let me get a hug. I was like, in my mind, a hug? I don't know you. You just came over here tripping. I give her a hug. Of course, I'm gripping all ass. Like, I'm like, so what's up? I'm like, your daughter ain't gonna know. You feel me? I'm like, so you don't want to come play with us tonight? She was like, you for real? What time? I'm like, what time you want to slide through? I'm like, you know where we at? She like, it's like 11 cool. I'm like, yep, how much you gonna charge me? She was like, you just gave me 200. And in my mind, I'm like, she really a old school. But she fine and I want her, so it don't matter. I'm like, come back later. I got 2 more honey for you. She like, for real? I'm like, for fake? I'm like, you can give me that back. I'm like, go get cute, freshen up. I'm like, make sure you wear some sexy up under there. She like, for real? I'm like, yeah. I'm walking her out the door. She closed the door, turned around and kissed me. Oh, I'm like, got her. That's a wrap. Got her. I was like, So then I tell her, like, if you got some fine friends like you too, you know? I'm like, I know you got a buddy that you play with. She like, what? I'm like, I'm just saying, the more the merrier. I'm like, you can take they cut. Get him a hundo. I don't care what you do, but if you got another one that look like you, bring her. She like, you too much. I said, look, man, I just know what I want. I'm just keeping it real with you, and I want you. I don't want your daughter. 'Cause once I seen the mama on me, I was off the daughter. Go back to the nigga. You feel me?